Hello all rovers and welcome back to Wuthering Waves, and today we're going to be going over this game's version of its summons. If you're going by like Genshin or Honkai Star Rail rules, you call it wishing. I'm going to try and keep it general and just stick with the summon terminology for now. In this particular way it's called convene. I guess you could call it convening? Kinda. I don't really know, but I'm not going to worry about it too much. Basically, if you know Genshin Impact, some of this is going to be old hat. Now, call me crazy here, but I actually think that the summoning in this game is better than Genshin Impact for a few reasons. Okay, so first things first. First things first. Let's talk about the permanent banners. And I say banners plural because, believe it or not, they actually separated it out. Gun. I mean, you can swap it at any time. It doesn't really matter. Well, we'll talk about that in a second because that's actually freaking huge. But there's two permanent banners. One for characters and one for weapons. If you're going by Genshin Impact or Honkai Star Rail, but I'll just use Genshin Impact as a blanket term. Weapons and characters in the permanent banner are mushed into one. So you could get a character when you get a 5-star, or you could get a weapon. In this particular case, they actually have their own separate banners with their own separate pities, basically. With this particular one, there is a group of 5-star characters. I think it's 5 of them, if I'm not mistaken. The base rate is 0.8%, which is low but standard. Pretty standard practice for games of this type, with 4 stars and 3-star stuff mixed in. And then you do have the weapon banner here. You do actually get to select one of the 5 weapons, which is kind of crazy. I do wonder if they'll ever change what weapons are in here. Probably not. These are probably going to stay as like the... I'm going to call it freemium because they're in the permanent banner, but you still got to get wishes for them. That's going to be this set, basically. But they do have their own pity. And with the weapon, you actually get to choose which one you want. The average drop rate being the 0.8%. You're guaranteed at least one 5-star weapon every 80 pulls. Yeah, and like I said, when you go through here, you get to pick one. And it says here, the 5-star weapon of your choice, guaranteed within 80. So no coin flips on that one. And then, of course, here it is random chance, and you do have the 5-star characters here. So this one you can't really control, not unlike Genshin Impact. But the pity rates are not split up between characters and weapons. You're just always going to get one of the 5 characters there. So already kind of crazy on the weapon banner. Like if you really wanted this gun, because I mean this gun's kind of cool. It has like crit rate and stuff in it. If you really wanted this gun, you can select the gun, do your 80 pulls. Keep in mind that they do use the same kind of currency, and that is relevant. I'll tell you why in a second. But they use the same type of this green currency here. Never use the Astrite for the green wishes. Always do it on the yellow wishes. That's for the event stuff, which let's talk about that. Again, if you've played Genshin Impact, and if you're playing this game, you probably have played Genshin Impact, or at least you're aware. And that's not necessarily going to be always true, but I'm just going to assume that there's a bit of prior knowledge there. These gold wishes are what you use for the limited event characters. These characters will not show up in the permanent banner. They only last for about 3 weeks at a time, and then they will change out with a new limited character that'll last for another 3 weeks. Eventually, this guy will get reran, but it's not going to happen for a few patches at the very least. That's kind of the kicker with games like this is, yeah, the characters are great, but if you don't get them when their rate up is on, you might not get them for months and months. If you're a Genshin Impact veteran, you might remember the 500-day Eula drought, which was insane. That can happen. A character can just be locked in the basement for months and months, and it be a long time before you get another shot at him. That's kind of the kicker of these types of games, is the FOMO of it. Now, here is where Genshin Impact and Wuthering Waves really diverge in a really good way, I think. Two things. One, the weapon banner is always going to give you the 5-star weapon. If you remember from Genshin, you could go upwards of 200. On worst case scenario, if you went to max pity every time, it could take you 240 summons to get one copy of the featured 5-star weapon that you want. Assuming you want one of the two, because of course they have two 5-star weapons on them. You've got a 50-50 shot of getting one of those two weapons when you pull one of the featured 5-star weapons, and even then, the first time, you have a 25% chance of getting just some other random weapon that might be totally useless. There's a fair number of useless 5-star weapons in Genshin Impact that are just begging to pity break you. This one, no problem, not even a factor. You get the 5-star weapon of your choice guaranteed within 80 wishes. That means, let's assume that you wanted for some reason to get this sword completely and totally ranked up. Because if I'm not mistaken, it works kind of like it would for Genshin Impact, where effectively if you do have a weapon, you can rank it up, kind of give it better stats, the more copies of said weapon you have. Like, for example, I don't know, these weapons are so teeny that, okay, yeah, so basically you can rank them up. I'm going to assume that the max rank is 5. That's pretty standard. I wonder if I do have enough weapons of something else to actually test that theory. I'm getting a little distracted here, trying to confirm it. I'm still learning myself. This is, I could call this a guide. I could call it an overview. It's a bit of both. It's a bit of a hybrid. Where's my freaking bag? There we go. I found it. I found it eventually. Do we have enough of any type of weapon here? We do have the Tyro sword here. Oh, actually, here's a good one. Training Broadblade. We do have several copies of this. Not that you would really ever care about one of these bad boys, but it's fine. So just for the sake of experimentation, we are going to get this ranked up all the way to theoretically rank 5. If it follows the same rules. Okay. Yep, rank 5 is max. Okay, so we did confirm that. We're good little scientists here doing all of our experimentation and making sure everything is correct. Okay. So, back to what I was saying. Guaranteed weapon within 80. That means you know exactly how many wishes you need to max out at if you wanted to get 5 copies of this weapon to get a max copy. Now, most of the time, it's impractical to do something like that. But you get my point. This weapon banner, you don't have to be scared of it like you do for Genshin Impact and Honkai Star Rail. Genshin Impact will screw you over in a hurry. I've been notoriously lucky with weapon banners, but most do not. So this one, guaranteed 80 pulls, no questions asked. But it gets even better than that, because this weapon banner uses its own currency. If we take a look at the character, he has the little gold wishes. The gold versions of these. No questions asked. If you play Genshin Impact, very standard. Very old hat, normal stuff. But the weapon banner? This one blew my mind, actually. It uses its own stuff. So it has its very own currency here, and okay. Most of the time, it's not going to matter. It converts from the Astrites at the same rate as these wishes, which is 160 per wish, per summon, we'll say. However, you actually can get up to 6 free copies a month, basically, of these wishes, of each kind of wish, actually, but especially the unique thing with this particular weapon wish is that it basically allows you to have some free summons on the weapon banner. Now, it does say 36 days. I think that's because of the timing of the game, where they didn't want to refresh this shop too fast. Most likely, and that's most likely, after this month, it'll refresh at the end of June, and then it will kind of go on a regular monthly cycle. It just kind of makes sense. This game literally just came out. It'd be a little weird to have this shop refresh like a week and a half after the game came out. And these items, you get them from summoning. You don't need to do anything too crazy. You get them from summons as you go. And then, one more thing that blew my freaking mind. There's freaking this game's version of Constellations wave bands. There's just 5-star wave bands in the shop here that you can get for the currency you get for pulling 4 stars and 5 stars. Now, you do have to get one copy of the character first, and I shudder to think of what the cost is going to be. I'll check that soon once we actually get a 5-star. But the point is, the option's there. I mean, I'm assuming, because this is the event character in there for the same duration as his current event banner. If you got him if you got 4 copies, you wanted to max them out, but then you've got the currency of these little coral looking things, you buy these and you're done. It actually gives you a reason to maybe not purchase the wishes and to save them for these constellations. Or maybe you want to, and you got the 5-star characters from the standard banner here. Maybe you're one away from, oh, it actually says, okay, 270. Admittedly, that's a lot. I'm gonna temper my praise a little bit because admittedly, that's a lot. 270 is a freaking massive number because I'm going to assume that you get 3, because I got 3 here. You probably get 3 from a 4-star, and then 8 if you have a 4-star that you've already maxed out with the wave bands. So, okay, to temper that praise a little bit, and even, okay, yeah, so for the event character, it's like 360. So, let's do some quick math here. 360 of the, if you put that into the Radiant Tides, I'm going to round up a little bit and go to, how do I want to calc this? How do I want to calc this? Okay, so it's 80 for each 10 pull. 4 10 pulls would be 320. 5 10 pulls would be 400 basically. So 4 is 320 and then halfway. Okay, so 45. Is that math right? Okay, yeah. So 360 equals 45 wishes. That is a little over halfway to pity. And in that, there is the chance that you could get lucky, or you save them and get this. Now, to be fair, there's a little bit of math funkiness because then you're getting 4 stars if you use these wishes. Hard to say what's better, honestly. Frankly, I just think it's neat that they have the option. I mean, you could go I'm sure you could go back and forth on which is value, which is the most value. Because admittedly, 360 on this one, it's a lot. Let's not kid ourselves here. That's a lot of wishes. But still, though, it takes away the RNG of it, which I am not opposed to. Just a little food for thought there. A little food for thought. I mean, frankly, I just like that the option is there. Even if it maybe is a little pricey, it's the equivalent of 45 wishes of these. Still, though, it's like, do you want to gamble and maybe get him in less, or don't gamble and get him in a bit more? It's I mean, I just think it's nice to have the option. Period. We're not lighting the world on fire here. We're still playing a gacha game, but I like having the options. And then, as if that wasn't enough, we have this banner here where for a discounted amount, you can do 50 summons and you get at least one 5-star character in that 50 summons. Nice little beginner banner there. And then, funny enough, we do also have this selector 5-star that they gave us for the game being a little glitchy at the beginning, which lasts for a whole freaking year. if for some crazy reason you're watching this after that year period, sorry. At that point, it's like, well, okay, you clearly weren't here for that anyway. So yeah, basically we're about to get just 2 easy peasy 5 stars. Now, okay, we're gonna get to the final phase here, where we're actually gonna get our characters. The 2 characters that seem to be the best is Calchero here and Verena. I really hope I pronounced his name right. These 2 seem to be the best. He seems to be like a crazy DPS, and she seems to be a great healer slash buffer. Although, from what I've seen, Encore is good too, and Lin Yang and... oh no. Nope, I got nothing. Yeah, I have no idea how to pronounce that. I am so uncultured. I am so sorry, but you know what? It's nothing new. Point is, these 2 are okay. This one's pretty good. These 2 are the best. So, first things first, let's do our summons here. I'm really hoping I'll pick Verena if I don't get her, but if I do get Verena, then I'll go for Calchero here. Let's do our summons. This is the beginner banner. Very, very cool animation. Oh, that's so cool. That's so cool looking. I like how the entire sky goes purple. That is freaking cool. What can we get here? What can we get? Guns. Who needs bows when you have guns? And this is basically this game's version of a catalyst, it seems. Which, hey, still cool. Still freaking cool. What is this? Is that a... What is this? Is this a gun or that catalyst thing? Gauntlets. I think this is the game's version of a catalyst. But then again, I thought that was this. No, yeah. Is there punching? Are there punching characters in this game? Neat. Anyways, that's one. What do we get here? Another 4-star pull. Like, so we'll probably just get the 5-star at the 50 mark, which is totally fine by me. Usual 3-star stuff. I also like the design of the weapons. Even the 3-star stuff looks pretty cool. Yeah, just casual gauntlets. How about that? Oh, let's see. And that's the thingy. I don't know what it's called, but it looks cool. Nice. Remaining 30. Very nice. Very nice. What do we get? What do we get? What do we get? Oh, this is a 5-star. Early 5-star. Nice. I mean, not that it really matters for this specific banner, but hey, still cool. So what do we get? Do we get one of the 2 that we want? Or, I mean, not that it really matters. Any character is good. But let's see what we get. Oh, is that Verena? Huge. Huge. We got Verena. Oh, that is amazing. Like I said, she's pretty much the best healer buffer in the game. So that is absolutely massive that she's the one we got. She is going to get some great use. All right. Hey. And that means that... Oh, put us in there. That means that when we do this, we'll get a Calchero there. Excellent. Select... Wait. Oh, wait. Really? Oh, it went away. Oh. Really? You get your 5-star and then it dips. Huh. Interesting. Well, I mean, we'll get our guy here. Oh, dude. That is freaking cool looking. Oh, okay. Yeah. I dig it. I dig it. I'm into it. I like this animation. It's freaking cool looking. But yeah, let's get our little cutscene here.
I'll handle your permission.
That's a Sephiroth looking dude. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Okay. Easy peasy. And now... Oh wait. No, it is still there. Hold on. Am I stupid? Oh. I'm confused. Wait. Oh, okay, so this is just a separate banner. Hold on. Wait. Really? Event ends once you get the targeted. Okay, so after the beginner banner, it shifted to this, which is another choice banner, and still uses just the basic currency. Really? Dang. Dang. Genshin wishes it could be this generous. I mean, it's still a gacha game. I mean, I know that's kind of the trap of it, but still. Let's go for Encore, actually. Still, that's kind of cool, actually. All right, well, let's do our last few wishes. That one kind of threw me for a loop. I had no idea what I was looking at there, but you know what? I like it. That's pretty awesome. Point is, I mean, it's still a gacha game. Let's not kid ourselves here. It's still got all the trappings of a gacha game. We're not, you know, changing the world here. But hey, new Chisha. Yay, we like it. We like it. We like it. But I mean, you know, all things considered, it could be a heck of a lot worse. It could be a heck of a lot worse, and yet it chose not to be. So, I respect that. I like it better than Genshin summoning, that's for sure. So, yeah, props to you, Wuthering Waves. This is actually pretty okay. Yang Yang. Yang Yang copy, always fun. How about that? How about that? Now, we are going to be saving our limiteds because the next character is sexy Yingling character. So, yeah, we're going to be saving for her. We're going to be definitely saving for her. But, yeah, that was really freaking cool, actually. That was awesome. That was pretty great. And this dude is like, whoa, this dude. And I'm getting Nahida at home vibes. Very Dendro Archon at home. But you know what? I'm A-okay with that. So, yeah, that is all we have for today. That's basically the summoning in a nutshell. Pretty easy to understand, especially if you have prior experience with games like Genshin. How did we do? Okay, we're at 45 on these, which would be 5 of these and some change. So we're a long way out from being able to get like a limited character, but you know, under normal circumstances, I would immediately spend these. Now though, we'll see. But yeah, so let me know down in the comments below if you have been summoning, if you got some good characters, and we shall see you next time. Have a good one.